Hello, unstoppable minds. I am sure you all are doing great and achieving new heights and soaring high. Today we will dig into the nuances of 19 hidden psychological tricks, which actually works. While there are numerous sophisticated books on neuro-linguistic programming and psychology designed to help professionals influence others, there are also straightforward techniques that are equally effective and accessible to anyone in everyday situations. Here are 19 powerful examples. 1. Don't ask with "could you." When making a request, avoid saying "could you," as it softens the message and frames it as optional. This phrasing allows the other person to consider whether they could, rather than feel a clear directive to act. Instead, state your request directly and assertively. For example, say, "Please send me the report by noon," instead of, "Could you send me the report?" 2. To make someone uncomfortable, stare at their forehead. When you want someone to feel slightly unsettled or self-conscious, maintain steady eye contact by focusing on their forehead rather than their eyes. This subtle shift gives the impression that you're analyzing or scrutinizing them, often making them nervous. This is sometimes used in interrogation tactics or to assert dominance during tense interactions. 3. Let silence do the work. When you ask a question and don't receive an answer, resist the urge to repeat or rephrase it. Stay silent and maintain calm eye contact. The psychological discomfort created by silence often pressures the other person to speak, and they may reveal more than they initially intended. 4. Gain likability through small requests. Asking someone for a minor favor, like borrowing a pen or requesting a simple explanation, can actually increase how much they like you. This is known as the Ben Franklin effect. It works because people subconsciously justify their helpfulness by believing they must like the person they're helping. 5. Use head nods to encourage agreement. When speaking, nod your head slightly as you make your point. This nonverbal cue often prompts the other person to nod along and unconsciously agree with what you're saying. It's a subtle way to foster rapport and encourage compliance in conversations. 6. Distract to reduce awareness. People tend to be less aware of their surroundings when they're focused on something else, like scrolling through their phone or watching a screen. In such moments, they're more likely to accept what you say or do without resistance, making it easier to influence or redirect their attention. 7. Motivate through reverse psychology. Saying something like, "You probably can't do this," challenges the person's sense of competence and can provoke them to prove you wrong. This technique works especially well with competitive or confident individuals who feel driven to exceed expectations. 8. Build rapport by mimicking body language. Subtly mirroring another person's posture, tone, or gestures creates a subconscious sense of connection. People are more likely to trust and feel comfortable with someone who behaves similarly to them. 9. Frame choices to guide decisions. When offering two options, place your preferred one first or present it in a more favorable light. This technique helps influence the decision-making process, as people tend to gravitate toward the first appealing option they're given. 10. Use a person's name. Often, in conversation, using someone's name creates a sense of personal connection and attentiveness. It reinforces that you value and recognize them as an individual, which strengthens rapport. 11th, stand side by side for easier conversations. Difficult conversations often go more smoothly when conducted side by side rather than face to face. This positioning feels less confrontational and allows both people to focus outward, reducing tension. 12th, appeal to identity, not just logic. Rather than asking someone to do something, frame the request around their identity or values. For example, instead of saying, "Can you help clean up?" try, "You're always so organized. Can you help with this?" Chart 13. Offer limited choices to maintain control. Rather than giving open-ended decisions, provide 2 or 3 carefully selected options. This gives the other person a sense of autonomy while allowing you to guide the outcome. 14. Interrupt patterns to reset behavior. When someone is stuck in a negative pattern, like arguing or spiraling, break it with an unexpected question or action. This momentary disruption can help them reset emotionally and become more receptive. 15. Repeat key points for reinforcement. People are more likely to believe and remember information they hear multiple times. Repeating your main message, especially using slightly different words, helps it stick in the listener's mind. 16. Give a reason, even a simple one. When asking for something, include a reason. Even if the reason is basic, like, "Because I need it," people are far more likely to comply. This is known as the because heuristic, where the presence of a reason justifies the request in the listener's mind. 17. End conversations with purpose. How a conversation ends often leaves a stronger impression than how it began. Be sure to end on a positive, clear, or memorable note, especially in negotiations, interviews, or emotional discussions. 18. Use delayed praise for greater impact. Instead of immediately complimenting someone, wait for a moment, then give specific, sincere praise. Delayed positive feedback can feel more thoughtful and impactful than immediate approval. 19th, let people correct you to feel smarter. Intentionally leaving a small, harmless error, like a mispronunciation or incorrect date, gives the other person a chance to correct you. When they do, they feel knowledgeable and empowered, which can lead to more open, collaborative conversations. No matter who you are or where you're from, remember this: the ability to influence, inspire, and connect with others isn't reserved for a chosen few. It's something you can cultivate, starting today. Each of these psychological techniques is a small step toward becoming more confident, more persuasive, and more impactful in your everyday life. Use them wisely, use them often, and watch how your interactions transform. You don't need to be a psychologist to make a difference. You just need awareness, intent, and a little bit of courage. If you found value in what you've learned today, don't keep it to yourself. Like this video, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe to our channel for more insightful, practical content that empowers you every single day. Stay curious, stay bold, and remember, knowledge only becomes power when you apply it. See you in the next one.